Hello, this is Brenda Green, and I'd like to welcome you to Living in the Go. Today, I want to talk to you about your businesses, and I'm calling it Recession Proof Your Business. I'm thinking about the environment that we're in right now during coronavirus, and a lot of companies that are going under, and there's so many things that were unforeseen. So, going forward, as you venture out and you start your businesses over, or you even create new businesses, I want you to start thinking in terms of ways to recession proof your business because things do happen, unforeseen things. You never know. So let's get into it. So, the question that I want to pose to you is your business vulnerable? And when I say vulnerable, think of the things that could impact your business, whether it be hazards, you never know, fire, storms, depending on what your business is, customers not coming in. What's your exposure? What's your level of liability? How sensitive is your business to the market, to the industry? What other impacts? Those are the things that you need to be thinking about in order to keep your business recession proof. Right now, it's really testing a lot of businesses because there are things that are out of our control. We have a pandemic, which is a disease that's sweeping the nation, and people can't have their businesses because they are highly contagious, and we don't want people getting infected and possibly dying. So, how do you make your business recession proof? How do you keep it from being so vulnerable? Let's look at some of the statistics that even launch a business. In the US, there are 30 million small businesses. And in those 30 million businesses, they actually employ 48% of the US workforce. That's a lot of people. Entrepreneurs need to be highly inventive, they need to be persistent in order to survive in this competitive market. With thousands of new businesses being launched each and every day, entrepreneurs have used their personal savings. 50% of them actually do that. And then the rest of the money comes from credit cards, from loans from banks if you can get it from a bank, or from their family members. So they're putting a lot into it, their heart and souls into these businesses. So you want to make sure you do everything you can to ensure that you aren't vulnerable, that when things come up that you can survive. A lot of people use Facebook to promote their brands, their businesses, their products. So again, highly competitive. So what can you do to not be vulnerable? We want to think about that. We want to think about ways that the worst case scenario, like what's happening right now, how do we stay afloat? One of the key things is to have money in the bank, to not be going from day to day, from paycheck to paycheck, so to speak. But build those cash reserves, reinvest in your business, making sure that you have some assets set aside for when times like this happens, when emergencies happen. Think out of the box. If there are ways that you can be inventive, maybe give your employees stock in your business, different types of things that you can do in order to stay afloat, especially in these types of times. But try to be inventive. Try to think, how can I keep my business from going under? As always, I do have my beliefs and I want to share those with you. So I have lived through several recessions, and they're always nasty, scary times, loss of jobs, loss of income is very worrisome. But I'm here to tell you that I did survive, and you will too. One of the things I want you to think about is to be more observant of financial news. You don't have to be some financial expert or some guru, but listen because sometimes there'll be indicators in the news that could impact your business. If they start talking about major companies going bankrupt, or if the job market doesn't look good, or if there's a lot of unemployment, the numbers are going up. Those are things you need to be listening for because, again, it could impact you. The other thing you do is to prepare your business for that worst case scenario. And things do happen. Let's say you have a bakery, it's going really, really well, but somehow you get a hold of some tainted material and you cook some things and some people get very, very ill. That could just destroy your business. It could drive it right into the ground. So you want to always be able to mitigate, have some kind of risk things in place for that. If your industry is declining, then you need to reinvent yourself. Think about Apple. They create a new phone every year, and guess what? People buy it because they don't want the old phone. So constantly be reinventing yourself. You don't want to be a one-hit wonder either. If you have just one product that you're selling and then people decide they don't want that product, then you're done. You're out of business. So think about that. Try to have a lot of different things that you're selling within your area, within your market. Last but not least, try not to panic because that leads to hasty decisions. You want to make sure that you're making sound, clear decisions. You want to think through everything because, again, it impacts your business. So I do want to thank you for your time and your attention. As always, I appreciate it. If there are things that you want me to talk about, let me know. I'm happy to share the information I have, and I can do research because I love doing that too. But it's important that we stay connected. And as always, we're sharing information here because we're spreading a movement. If you like this, please hit the like button, share it, subscribe, and until the next time, have a great day.